Hello, I just want to do another one of my extended Thoughts from the Soul videos here today. In today's video, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. And when I say old friend of mine, I've known this guy since the beginning. And when I say beginning, I mean I knew him when I was still cooking in my mother's womb. Okay, maybe not that far back. I don't think Fetus Ryan was quite that developed. In all seriousness, he is my oldest friend. He's been with me through thick and through thin. And nobody knows what he looks like. Would you believe I don't even know what he looks like? He goes by many names. He prefers to be called Stud Potato. I don't know why. I prefer to refer to him in a more feminine hygiene product way. I talked to him earlier, and he seems to be willing to go on camera. So without any further ado, this is a huge treat, you guys. Without any further ado, I want to introduce you to my oldest friend in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve, come on out! Steve! Well, what do you know? Steve, where are you? He's not going to show, is he? See, Steve lives in here. Okay, he lives inside my head. And the reason why nobody knows what he looks like is that he's just the voice in my head. He's the voice in my head that says that I can't do anything, that the girl I may be interested in won't talk to me because I'm boring, or the thing that I'm writing is awful and that I can't write my way out of a paper sack, or that I can't change the world. You know, the weird thing about Steve is that he used to be a really good friend to me. I mean, when I was a kid, he was that voice in my head saying, you may not want to go out in traffic. You may get hit by a car. Or, that dog doesn't look friendly. You probably don't want to pet it. Or, you shouldn't put your hand on a hot stove because it will burn you and it will hurt. He used to help me. He used to be a very good friend of mine. But he's just gotten out of control. Steve has gotten out of control. He started eating my food, you guys. He started eating my food. He's breathing my air. He's stealing my women. Steve kept me grounded when I just very much wanted to fly. And now that I'm starting to fly a little bit, starting to flap my wings a little bit, he won't shut up. He won't shut up. You know, I do have a goal when I move to New York, and that's to meet and become friends with a Steve. Now, if you're anything like me, and good Lord willing you're not, but if you're anything like me, you admit that you have a Steve in your life. You admit that you have that nagging, pain in the ass voice in your head that tells you that you can't do anything, that tells you that you're worthless, that tells you that you'll never amount to anything. In closing, I'd like to offer a challenge to you. I'd like to challenge you to make peace with the Steve in your life. See, that voice in your head, you may not like it, but it can be your best friend. It can help you through so many things. But if you let it get out of control, it will start eating your food. It will start breathing your air. It will start stinking. I want to address this to Steve. Buddy, if you're watching here today, come back. I miss you, man. I really do. I miss the old Steve. I miss the old Steve, and I'm gonna need you, buddy. I need you to help push me through these big things in my life. So, Steve, come back, man. Come back. Thank you so much for watching here today to this extended Thought from the Soul video. If you want more videos like this or some daily looks inside my life, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll provide a link in the description box, and keep coming back. By the way, Steve, if you're watching, I'll get you a woman, okay? You can't have the ones that I'm after. Off limits.